Stumbling home, we don't know where we're going. Should've turned back hours ago. Out of our minds, I guess we're sleeping outside. You're still a good time, even in the cold.
Hello, welcome to Defender Adventure. We are Paul and Chrissie from the UK, and with our Land Rover Defender that we have called Sterling, we are travelling the world.
Guess we need a new plan. There's a motel a mile down the road.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live.
They say it's all about location, and on the one hand, I'm in a wonderful location. I'm on top of Mount Washington, over 6,000 feet, on the most beautiful of days. But on the other hand, there's a steam train pulling up just behind us. They have a cog railway here. And when it arrives, so does a fleet of minivans. On top of that, we've got everybody else driving up here. I don't know why they just have to go where I go. Anyway, yes, it's New Hampshire, another new state. Crossed into New Hampshire last night. Wasn't sure that I had, or didn't know that I had. I actually followed this track down to a campground in the National Forest, and turned out, I found out speaking to another couple of campers down there, that I'd actually crossed from Maine into New Hampshire. Today I thought it'd be nice to have a little explore around the White Mountain area, and what better way to do it than to take a drive up to the top of Mount Washington. Yes, there's a lot of people up here, and it costs $45 to get up here, but I have to say it was worth it, really. And I have done a hike. I haven't been the typical tourist that's just driven up, walked into the gift shop and the restaurant and driven off. I've been off, I've got a good old sweat going.
And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a rage.
Thoroughly enjoyed the time up here. I've been up here about 3 hours now. So I'm going to head down Hope Sterling's ready with his brakes. It'll be a good test for the work that Mike did in Quebec. So we'll see how this all goes. Hopefully no incidents. There's a few steep sections on the way down, but yeah, we're over 8 miles, we dropped 6,000 feet, so some sharp gradients.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give today.
But absolutely stunning up here. I have heard today that people say it's very rarely like this up here, but you know, I've got no experience, so I couldn't say otherwise.
It's a good day today. It's a good day today. It's a good day to live.
Breakfast over, back on the road. Let's go and see some more of the back road America. Especially this time of year, everybody's mad for the fall. Good morning and welcome to Pennsylvania, and more precisely the Grand Canyon of Pennsylvania. I think it's perhaps a little bit of a stretch to call it a Grand Canyon, but if it's the only canyon you have, then I guess you've got to make the most of it. I left the White Mountains and drove into and through the Green Mountains, and then continued heading south and west, stopping for a day or two to catch up on some laundry and post a video and do other minor jobs, and then just hit the road for a day or two. I had a nice stop here last night, arrived just after sunset. Unfortunately I missed the sunset, hoping for a nice sunrise this morning, but it's pretty cloudy today. It's not too cold, but it's pretty cloudy. So I'm just going to have a little wander around here and a little explore, and then I'll be back on the road heading south. I shall probably camp somewhere tonight, also in Pennsylvania, before moving down then, I think, into West Virginia.
You drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I'm loving this moment. looking.
And just like that, I'm in West Virginia. More precisely, I'm in Blackwater Falls State Park, West Virginia. I've not long arrived. I've been driving most of the day, and I'm going to have a little wander down. There's some steps over there that hopefully will take me down. I can hear the falls, but I'm going to go down and have a look at them. This is where I'm missing Chrissie. Almost heaven, West Virginia, but she already is at home.
I look out across the water, I smell the salt, I feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We know where these rivers flow, why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got
And just like that again, welcome to Florida. Once I left Pennsylvania, I decided pretty much I would only travel through states that ended with the letter A.
oh, Memphis bound, no matter where
I thought I would try and find some nice music to accompany that journey, and ended up finding a song about Tennessee. Nothing to do with anything really, just quite like the song.
I've still got Tennessee on my mind. Yeah.
I'm just south of Gainesville in sort of North Florida. I am in Paynes Prairie. I didn't know that Florida had prairies. You can actually look out over the prairie. There's an observation tower just behind me. I've just been up there and had a look out. Apparently, if you're lucky, there's wild horses and bison / buffalo can be seen from here. I didn't know they had bison in Florida. Neither did I know they had bear, but they do. They have black bear in this forest. Okay, so I am just about to enter a wilderness area here, and there's a warning sign telling me that I need to stay around a minimum of 100 feet away from wild bison or wild horses. So using that very handy information from Lily Bay State Park, I've calculated that there's 6 feet goes into 100 feet around 16 times, and 16 times 3 is 48. So I need to make sure that I am 48 raccoons away from any wild buffalo that I come across. That is such a useful piece of information at Lily Bay State Park. I haven't converted it into how many black bears to stay away, because I haven't seen any black bears recently, but I have seen some raccoons, so it's much easier to visualise. Just don't know whether to look out for wild horses, bison, bears or alligators. I think I prefer horses if I had to come across one of them. There are a lot of leaves on the ground, and I must admit squirrels keep running around in there, and it sounds just like a herd of bison on its way. I have had the occasional heart in mouth moment only to find 2 squirrels chasing each other. So I'm trying to man up Well, nearing the end of my hike now. Slightly disappointed that I didn't see any of the animals that could have killed me. Didn't see alligator, black bear, didn't see bison or wild horses. I did see a deer. Hadn't seen any warning signs of what distance I should stay away from deer, so I opted for 14 raccoons. Just felt safe. I could convert that into black bears for you, but I'd need a calculator. So I'm just going to be coming up to the lake. I might just stop and have a little drink and then walk the final half mile or so back to the campground. Beautiful day. Look at that sky behind me, look. Back to the campground just in time for beer and nuts. I just had a thought. What do you get if you cross sterling with some moss? Yes, mossy sterling.
Good morning. Oh, excuse me, start again. Good morning. I am now at a vacation rental. It's only a couple of days now before Chrissie arrives. I will be picking her up on Saturday evening, and the one thing I have to do before she gets back is give the vehicle a thorough clean. I did consider for a brief moment cleaning it myself, but then thought, no, there's a specialist guy just only 5 or 6 miles up the road, so I'm going to go and see him shortly. I have noticed while I've been looking around the vehicle, and I'm sure the owner of this vacation rental isn't going to be very happy with me, but I have noticed a couple of oil leaks. Here's one leak, which is actually coming from the rear diff. You can maybe just see there's a few drips of oil coming off the rear diff. The leak actually isn't on where the cover bolts on there, where it's dripping from. Like Mike said, oil migrates. The leak is actually coming from just here, where the prop shaft bolts on, just where the shaft goes through into the rear diff. I'm guessing that's the leather seal that we put in there, and the oil is running down and dripping at the low point. I'm guessing that it only really is coming out of there while I'm driving, and then the last few drips, once I've parked up, end up on the concrete here. The other leak is just here, and that is coming from where the speedo cable pushes into the transfer case, where Mike put a new seal and O-ring in before. It seems to still be leaking from the same place. I did check the oil level in the rear differential. Obviously the new one now has got that magnetic dipstick. Fortunately there were no bolt heads come out on the end of the dipstick. No significant amounts of metal came out at all, so that was great. The oil was clear, and it was showing at the right level, so I don't think we're losing anything, not enough to worry about from a car's point of view. From the driver's point of view, different story. But the rest of the day is finish off removing everything from the vehicle and getting the vehicle cleaned. You can see the dust in there. So getting everything out allows us to get into all the nooks and crannies. Even in our storage unit here, I noticed I left this in, but you can see, you can just see the dust that's gets in there. Chrissie's stuffed the tea towel to try and stop some of the dust coming in. So I'm now at Tim's Pro Auto Spa, and Tim is just about to set to on the cleaning. I'm going to hang around for a while and help him when he gets to the point where he needs the roof put down. The weather's taken a turn for the worst, so we're moving the operation indoors. I think it's only ever been that clean one other time in its life, and that was before I ever got in it. Look at everything's gleaming and shiny. Wonderful job. So with everything very clean, shipshape and Bristol fashion, I drove off to Orlando Airport to collect you-know-who.
Hi, I'm back.
So, hang on, let's get you. I'm not used to having two people in the view. So we're now back at the house here, and Chrissie was very impressed with how clean the vehicle was, and suggested, get my teeth in, that while it was empty and clean, it would be a good opportunity to give everyone a little tour around Stirling and see how we live our lives in our vehicle. But that isn't for this video. That will be our next video. So as always, thanks for watching.
See you later.
See you soon.
No, it isn't.